Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Mothering in Style, where I share my love for fashion, beauty, lifestyle and bring you along on my motherhood journey. If you're new here, my name is Zara, and if you're not and you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk you through my top 10 transitional wardrobe staples. These are all items I think are really easy to mix and match and create different outfits and different looks, and can really be the base of your wardrobe for this timing. Now, I'm not 100% a capsule wardrobe girl because I feel like I need at least a few pieces in my wardrobe that just like bring a bit extra to the party. I can't be dressed like minimal chic all day, every day. But I do think these items are a really great place to start in terms of reevaluating your wardrobe at the start of the season, making sure that you've got some real key items in there that are easy to build outfits from. So that's what I'm going to talk you through today. Transitional wardrobe staple number one is a shirt. So I've pulled out a few different shirts to show you. A white will always be a classic. I don't think the colour necessarily matters, but I do think a white shirt is always a staple, and it's a great piece to have in your wardrobe, and it's worth getting one that you really feel good in and has a nice cut and a nice fit. But I do also love a blue shirt. I think blue looks really chic, especially with camel or neutral colours on top as well. Those two colours together just look gorgeous. And then also striped shirts, which I feel like I'm seeing a lot of this season. So I do think that there's options in terms of colours, but really it's just about having that button-down shirt item that you can mix and match with lots of different other items in your wardrobe. The thing that I love about a shirt is that just in terms of how you button it, how you tuck it in, how you twist it, you can create a blouse, a crop top, loads of different ways to style it, and I've actually done a video about that before, so I'll link that above if you're interested in that. But I think that is just a versatile item for your wardrobe all year round. But I do think particularly in this transitional timing where it's not too cold, it's a really great piece that you don't always have to layer on top, your arms are covered, and it's just really easy to style. So that will always be my number one wardrobe staple. My second wardrobe essential is an elevated tee. And really it's about an elevated basic that you can wear with lots of different items, but has that little bit extra to it. So for me, it's this tee from Zara. This is just a plain black cotton tee, sleeveless, but it has the shoulder pads in it. And just having that shoulder pad in it just makes it look like I made a little bit more effort. It's just a bit more than a true basic, but because of the shoulder pad, it really adds that definition and a bit of structure to my outfit. And again, I can wear this with jeans, I can wear it with a skirt, I can wear it with shorts, I can wear it with anything, and it's just gonna add a little bit more detail. So I feel like that is just a basic to have in your wardrobe. If the shoulder pads aren't for you, then there's other really gorgeous tee shapes that you can go for, even just a classic V-neck t-shirt. If you get a nice quality one that just has that extra drape and hang to it, it just looks really effortless, and it's a great one to pull on for really casual days. The next top in my capsule wardrobe would be a cream knit. And I don't think it necessarily has to be cream, to be honest, but I think it's about having a lightweight knit for this timing. This one is from H&M. This was from my haul video that I did a couple of weeks ago now, and thank you for the love on that video because you guys seem to really enjoy that one. But this was actually my favorite piece from that video, and I've styled this so many ways already, mainly for like my reels and TikToks, but it's just a gorgeous piece, especially for this timing. This one is actually a little bit heavy, but just having the low neck on it, the wider sleeve, everything about this is just, it's perfect in my opinion. But it's just a great piece to wear back with shorts, with trousers, with jeans, with everything that I've got in this capsule wardrobe will easily go back with this. And I think it being cream just makes it really easy to match with other pieces, but it's also very fresh. I think it just gives like a really fresh feeling to this timing when people are starting to put on darker colours, and I just don't feel ready yet. I don't want to be in dark colours. So this just makes me feel that little bit fresh. And to be honest, it's very similar to the top that I'm wearing now. This one is probably a bit better suited to this timing because it's a bit of a finer knit. This is from Mango. I will link this down below, but I did buy it in the sale, so I'm not sure if it's still around. But H&M have one similar to this, so I'll link lots of options below. But I really think this sweetheart shaping is also, it is very on trend at the moment, but I still think it's quite timeless. I don't think it's a trend that is going to be here this season and next season we're going to be like, I don't want to wear a sweetheart top. I think it's going to be around for ages and it's kind of quite classic, and I do think it's such a flattering neck shape on anyone, and even if you're bigger busted, I still think this is really flattering and it's not too low. So I really think this is a winner for everyone. Number 4 in my capsule wardrobe is a striped jumper. And I'm gonna admit, I have been influenced on this one because last year, a lot of people were wearing striped jumpers. And to be honest, it's something that's been around forever and I have owned them in the past. But I do remember last year there being this real resurgence of the striped jumper and everyone was wearing one. And I was a bit like, nah, it's not really me, very nautical, like that type of thing. But a year on, for some reason, I'm really liking it. And again, this was from my H&M haul. It's really nice. And when I first tried it on, I wasn't sure because of the collar and I thought I'd prefer a roll neck. But now that I've styled it up a bit, I really, really like it. And I think when it cools down a bit, I'm gonna be absolutely living in this. And it's so comfortable because it's that bit oversized and relaxed and slouchy. I just love an outfit that looks like you really just threw it on, but you just look effortlessly chic. That's what I'm always going for. And I feel like this really achieves that. Also in terms of styling, I really like that styling where people kind of have it over their shoulders and just as a chuck on like over a blazer. I think that looks really good. So I'll put up some styling images so that you guys can see, and also you'll be seeing me styling it up here, I think. It's a really easy piece to style back, and there's lots of different options. Like if the collar's not for you, like I initially felt it wasn't for me, there are a lot of crew neck options, roll neck options, but I do think having that stripe in your wardrobe just adds an element of print into your wardrobe and a bit of texture as well. You'll maybe see me in an animal print or some kind of abstract non-print, but other than that, I don't wear prints. Like I don't wear florals or anything like that. So my wardrobe in that sense can be quite, not plain, but it doesn't have a lot of print in it, and I prefer like textures through fabrications. So for that reason, it was definitely a keep, and I absolutely love it. Number 5 in my capsule wardrobe would be a pair of blue jeans. So I'm definitely a denim girl, have always been a denim girl, will always be. I think a pair of blue jeans all year round, but I really love them at this time of year because I'm not ready to be just wearing like black jeans and dark trousers and that type of thing all the time. I think blue jeans look really nice back against the white shirt that I mentioned, a blue shirt, any camel tones. They just go with everything and they're really easy to style. So I'll always say a pair of blue jeans in your capsule wardrobe all year round. And I think what's most important is that you just find a pair of jeans that fit really nicely and that look really good and that you feel good in. And I would definitely recommend getting your denim tailored. I just think it's impossible almost to find a pair of jeans that you can just put on and fit you immediately. I think you almost always need to tweak them a bit to get them tailored a bit. So I tend to get the waist taken in on mine just because if I go up a size, I end up with huge waists at the back and I don't like them to be too tight on my hips. So I always get mine taken in a bit at the waist, but a pair of blue jeans is always a really good way to go. And then that also takes me on to my next number 6 staple, and that is a pair of white jeans. And you might be saying, well, going into autumn, why would I want white jeans? I think that these are actually really great to style for this sort of timing. Again, I mentioned you don't want to be getting too dark too early, and I think these are actually nice paired back with the striped jumper or with an elevated tee, with another basic and a blazer. It just adds that element of lightness, and you can actually still wear these with dark footwear, like with like a pair of dark loafers or something like that, or you can keep lighter footwear on with these. But I do think that you can style them different ways and it just injects that little bit of lightness into your wardrobe for this timing. My next two wardrobe staples are on the darker side, and first is a pair of leather shorts. Now, I was a bit on the fence about including these. I've just realised the fly's down. I was a bit on the fence about including these simply because I was thinking, are they definitely a staple or are they more of a wardrobe favourite, for example? But I really feel like these are a staple in my wardrobe now. And like I mentioned before, I think texture is really important in terms of adding interest to your wardrobe. Just having those different fabrications can really just add that little bit extra to your outfit. And I think for autumn, leather is always a way to go, or leather look. In terms of trousers, skirts, shorts, everything. But I find the shorts, I wore them so much last year. I'll try and find some images to put up, but I was styling these with everything, and I love them for this timing where it's cool enough to wear them, but it's not so cold that you have to wear tights. I hate tights. If there's one thing that I absolutely hate, it's wearing tights. I just think they're uncomfortable. I don't think they look great. Like, I don't think they look bad, but I just don't like them. I actually hate them, to be honest. And I only wear tights as an absolute last resort. So I love wearing shorts and mini skirts at this timing because you don't have to wear tights and it's warm enough to wear them, but it's cool enough at the same time. So for me, a leather short is an absolute winner. Again, the ways that you can style this, you can style it an infinite number of ways, and it works really well with all of the items that I mentioned before. So it was 100%, it's earning its place in this lineup, 100%. My seventh wardrobe staple is a black wide leg trouser. And this is a recent addition for me. I'm not really a trouser girl. I've never really been into trousers, and I've definitely been more into jeans and then like skirts and shorts. But this summer I started wearing wide leg trousers, and I do really like that they give you this effortless classic look, and they look great paired. I love to pair them with like more cropped items or more fitted items because I think just getting that balance and the proportion is really flattering. So these ones are from Zara. I'm pretty sure I showed these in a haul a few months ago, but I really like them. I think that in the black just makes them easy to style with the other items that I've got in the capsule wardrobe. I think if you find these tricky to style, I am going to do a bit of styling, a few styling options around this, and I'll be showing you how I style it here. But I think they're really nice back with trainers for a more relaxed look, or I really like them with more of like a pump shoe or a loafer or a sandal where it's still warm enough to kind of have your toes out. I've been wearing them with sandals, and I think that there's lots of options for this, but what I like about it is it's just a nice alternative to wearing jeans and wearing something fitted, and the fact that they're wide leg just automatically makes them look very relaxed, and that's a look that I really like. So I would definitely recommend a black trouser. It doesn't necessarily have to be wide leg, but I think whatever cut that you find most flattering for you, it's great to just have this as a piece and a staple within your wardrobe. The next two pieces which complete my capsule wardrobe are both outerwear pieces. So first up is an oversized blazer, and I'm sure if you're anything like me, you were probably watching this whole video being like, where is the blazer? Like, how are we on item number 7 and we haven't seen a blazer yet? These items are not in order of importance, otherwise this definitely would have been earlier on in the list, but I've gone for a lighter, like a beige blazer, which is new, as you can see. This is from H&M. I normally go for an oversized black blazer, but where I was saying before about injecting a bit of colour into your wardrobe for this timing, I think it's just really nice. The neutral looks really fresh. It looks great back with the blue, like I mentioned. Just to show you, that kind of neutral tone with the blue, I think is really, really nice. And I'll try and find some images to show you in terms of styling. But I think that just having that lighter fabric in there is really nice in terms of freshening up your wardrobe. And also, this one is actually, I don't know if you can see that. I've turned the light down so that you can see, but it's a bit of a crosshatch texture. So again, I know I'm like a broken record when it comes to these things, but texture really helps to just elevate your wardrobe and add a bit more to your outfit. An oversized blazer for me will always be a wardrobe staple all year round, but at this time when you don't have to be wearing a full-on coat, a blazer is an absolute must. I do gravitate towards it being more oversized because I just think it has a bit of a cooler look, and it's nice to wear over knitwear as well, as it does get colder but you still don't want to wear a full coat. It's nice to have that room to put more layers underneath it. Even if it isn't a knit, it might be like a top with a shirt and the blazer. It's nice to have that extra room in it. So I will always go for an oversized one. I just think it looks more chic. And finally, number 10 is, guess down below, if you're still watching, let me know down below what you think number 10 is. I'm trying to think of like a password. Just put number 10 and whatever you think number 10 is before I say it. It is a trench coat. And to be honest, I'm expecting like 100% correct rate on this because I really think this is probably the most classic transitional wardrobe staple ever. It really is. Like, for both summer going into autumn and winter going into spring, a trench coat is like, it's just it. That is the item that you have to have in your wardrobe. This one is from ASOS. I bought this last year, and let me tell you, this is probably my favorite. Did I buy it last year or did I buy it earlier this year? Maybe I bought it early this year, I can't remember now. But this is one of my favorite purchases ever. And that is really, like, I feel like those are really strong words, but it's true. It's one of my favorite purchases ever because it is such a gorgeous coat. I can't actually believe that I was a bit in two minds about it when I first got it because it is quite oversized and the reviews did say that. So I tried to size down, but I don't think they had the smaller size. So this is actually a UK 10. It is quite oversized. So if you do buy this, because they do still stock it, I would definitely recommend sizing down. And I probably would have gone for an 8 if I could have gotten it, but they didn't have it and I liked the coat too much to let it go. I'm gonna put it on, but you'll see in the cutaway anyway how it fits. But it's a really gorgeous coat. It's really heavy fabric. It's not thin and flimsy. And I know that like H&M have done a few trench coats and a few other high street stores and they feel really flimsy, but this one is heavy. It's giving Burberry. Like, I'm not lying. It is giving Burbs, and that's why I love it. I think if you're shopping for a trench coat, the key things that you need to look for, because a trench coat should have those classic trench coat details, and that is what a lot of the stores are kind of skipping on. So for me, your trench coat hit list is that it's double-breasted, obviously. I feel like that is stating the obvious. It definitely has to be double-breasted, nice buttons, but the key details are definitely the epaulettes. So this button that you have on the shoulder, this is called an epaulette, definitely has to have those. I think it is a really nice detail to have this cuff, this strap on the cuff. That's a classic trench coat feature. And for me, the storm flap, which is this part here, that is a must. Because that's what takes the trench coat from just being any kind of raincoat to being a true trench. And then obviously it will have a tie at the waist. I mean, I just don't think you can have a trench coat that doesn't have that. So that you can either wear it open or you can, I mean, I never really button mine up, but I'll just tie it like this and I just love her. I'm actually really looking forward for it to get colder so that I can wear her. And the other thing that I would mention is the length. I personally say the longer the better. And that's not everyone's taste, but there's something about a long trench coat, especially if you wear it open and it's just super long. It's beautiful. It's a vibe. It's a great look. I definitely think a longer length trench coat is great, and this one comes in tall, which is what I'm wearing and that you'll see in the cutaways, and it's pretty much like almost down to my ankles. So I would 100% recommend. But in addition to all of the items that I've shown, I've done a bit of a transitional shopping edit. So I will have linked down below links to all of the items that I've shown, but also a link to my edit, which is just going to be other versions of the items that I've shown, and a few little extras that I've thrown in there that I just think are really great pieces for this sort of timing and going into winter. If you've enjoyed this video, please do let me know in the comments. Leave me a little comment down below so that I can show you that I appreciate you for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up because it really helps to support my channel. And if you've made it this far and haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and join the family. I would love to see you in the next one. Take care, bye.